Welcome to Animal Discovery, where you get videos that inform, entertain, and educate you on different species related to animals. Without further ado, let's move on. Omura's whale. This species, Balænoptera omurae, which looks like a little blade whale, was just named in 2003, and simply from dead examples. There were likewise no affirmed sightings of the species, which estimates around 10 meters long, subsequently, recommending it had previously become terminated. Nonetheless, a populace of little whales, which are pale on the right-hand side and more obscure on the left, was found off the bank of Madagascar in 2013, which was subsequently affirmed through DNA proof to be the Omura's whale. This intriguing disclosure of the principal living examples was accounted for recently. What do Omura's whales eat? Like their kindred rorqual baleen whales, Omura's whales have throat creases and are jump feeders. They presumably feed overwhelmingly on tutoring fish and krill, which they channel from seawater. Omura's whales are normally somewhere in the range of 33 and 38 feet in length, while Bride's whales can reach as much as 45 feet long. A group of scientists analyzed DNA proof from 8 whaling examples and 1 abandoned creature in 2003 and established that the whales really addressed an animal types totally new to science. Because of the WDP, Whale and Dolphin Preservation, asset, the absolute populace size of the Omura's whale in the seas is around 50,000 people. As of now, this species is delegated information inadequate on the Yukon Red Rundown site. Omura's whale are found in the Indo-Pacific and the Atlantic Seas, basically in rack waters between 35 degrees north and 35 degrees south, with most of records in the jungles, between 23 degrees 26 N and 23 degrees 26 S. Next up, the coelacanth. The word coelacanth is a variation of the cutting-edge Latin coelacanthus, from the Greek, koilos, and kappa alpha nu theta, alpha, acantha, spine, alluding to the empty caudal balance beams of the main fossil example portrayed and named by Louis Agassiz in 1839, having a place with the variety Coelacanthus. The coelacanth was remembered to have become terminated with the dinosaurs quite a while back, since researchers thought it was the sole leftover individual from a taxon in any case. Known exclusively from fossils, with no nearby relations alive, and that it developed into generally its momentum structure roughly a long time back. Coelacanths are slippery, remote ocean animals, living in profundities up to 2,300 feet underneath the surface. They can be tremendous, arriving at 6.5 feet or more and weighing 198 pounds. The coelacanth is a sluggish float tracker and eats an assortment of benthic and epibenthic prey, like cephalopods, eels, cuttlefish, and deepwater fish. Researchers gauge they can satisfy 60 years or more. Special to some other living creature, the coelacanth has an intracranial joint. A pivot in skull permits it to open its mouth very wide to consume huge prey. Rather than a spine, they have a notochord. Coelacanths hold an oil-filled notochord, an empty, compressed tube that fills in as a spine. Being a self-educated master in regular history and creature life, she would frequently be called upon to distinguish weird and surprising species which were gotten by nearby angler. Next, the Cliona patera. Cliona patera, ordinarily called Neptune's cup sponge, is a type of demosponge in the family Clionidae. Among the bigger known sponge at up to a meter in level and width, the normal name Neptune's cup alludes to its trademark wine glass shape and the Roman lord of the ocean. Pause, it's alive? Yes. However, wipes might seem to be rocks, they are really creatures. They are the least difficult creatures, comprising of just cells, yet no tissues or organs. This sponge was first located in Singapore waters in 1822. In the mid-1900s, it was remembered to have become wiped out, until dead sponge were seen during the 1990s in Australia and in 2004 in the Bay of Thailand. At last, in 2011, a live sponge was found close to Singapore's own special St. John's Island. These sponges can develop to be extremely huge, over a meter in level and measurement. These magnificent sponges were consequently much pursued by authorities. Over-collecting prompted their lessening numbers. Sponge shower, in a real sense, in view of their colossal size, these wipes were once utilized as baths for children. Next up, Lahontan cutthroat trout. Lahontan cutthroat trout are the largest subspecies of cutthroat trout, capable of weighing over 9 kilograms, 20 pounds. Their color varies based on their habitat. Lake-dwelling fish are pale gold or silver with pink or purple hues along their flanks and gill plates, and greenish bronze to dark olive backs. They are a threatened species under the Federal Endangered Species Act. In 1970, they were listed as endangered under the Federal Endangered Species Act, but in 1975, the listing was downgraded to threatened to allow for more flexible management. In streams they feed on drifting and benthic insects, whereas in lakes their diet may also include zooplankton, crustaceans, snails and other fish. Growth rates are temperature and food dependent. The largest recorded Lahontan Cutthroat, from Pyramid Lake, Nevada was 99 centimeters TL and weighed 18.6 kilograms. The Lahontan Cutthroat trout was rediscovered in a dinky stream near the Nevada-Utah border. Genetic testing by Associate Professor of Biology Mary Peacock led to the rediscovery of an iconic Nevada fish. Even though they were in that tiny, dinky stream on the edge of Utah for close to 100 years, they had maintained the capacity to grow into this big fish. Moving up, frilled shark been found right at home, and an uncommon residing example, trapped in Japan in 2007. Passed on not long after it was placed in a huge seawater pool. Remember to like, hit the subscribe button, then turn on the post notification for amazing videos like this.